chat things. As you come in, please say hi so that I can tell that the chat is working correctly. So hopefully we'll get some people coming in fairly quickly so that I can verify that that is working right. But today is one and done day. My camera's a little bit wonky. I bumped it. Hey Kim. See, I remembered to turn Instagram on this time. Aren't you impressed? I did remember. Now I'm trying to make sure that everything is working over on this other side, which may not be. May or may not. You know how it goes. Hi, Jessica. So I've got Jessica and Kim. Put those down. Let's see. See what I got. Doesn't look like anything right now. I refreshed it, so let's see how it's going. Oh, yes, let me put down Rosie too. Didn't see you today, but we missed you. Always. Hi, Aunt Dora. Okay, so at least that part's working. I was waiting for somebody to tell me whether it's working or not, so there we go. We have confirmation that it is indeed working. Yay! Maybe everything will work today. I don't know. I try not to get too happy about it, because then it'll probably die. We have one and dones today, so everything that we have is the last one of its kind. Ooh, you've all been sick with the flu. That does not sound like fun. Yuck. It is that time of year, though, isn't it? I hate flu season. That's not ever any fun. Let me move my window over here so I can see it a little bit better. So we can't reorder any of these pieces. Once they are claimed by someone, they are gone. It's really hard to find, at this point, pieces again, because most of these have been around for a little while, and so only the consultants who have been here for a long time or been in the business for a long time have them. And some of those people are starting to jump ship. So it's a little harder to find things than it used to be. So we'll just say it's the last one and we'll call it good. So how's everybody's temperatures? I am freezing. Well, obviously not my arms because I have my fan on still, but my feet are cold. Hi, Shannon. Are you cold enough today? It has been down in the 20s at night, which is really cold for us. So I'm not thrilled. 40 for you, Kim? Yeah, we've been in like the 40s and 50s during the day. Today we had a cool wind with it, and that did not help. But nights have been cold. And you know, you start feeling that cool air around your feet toward the evening time, which is what happened tonight. Don't think you could see my comments on the business page. Okay, hang on, let me refresh that one. I have to hit the refresh button for these, and I thought I refreshed it enough times, but you know how it goes. So we'll see. See if anybody else tells me I can't see their comments. It is really hard. I can't tell because I don't get to see that part of it. Let me see if I can pull up a page so I can make sure that they're not commenting over there when I can't see them. Okay, this is my page. Go away. Hi Jessica, Juanita, Shannon. I have to refresh this because it is not working correctly. I do not know why. It's always something, right? my chat window go? There we go. Okay. Now you're all in there. There we go. I had to refresh it and we got it. You had a high of 21 today? Ooh, that's rough. Let's see. Get everybody's names down. Got 2 Jessicas tonight, so we'll have fun with that. Oh. All right, let's see. Now, how did I lose? Okay, maybe I didn't lose anybody. All right, we should be good now. Let me close that page and shrink that back down so that I can see everything. And we will go ahead and get started. Yeah, I thought 21 at night was bad, but 21 during the day is even worse. I guess the lesson is that no matter how bad you have it, somebody else always has it worse, right? So I'm not going to complain about our temperature since you're freezing up there. All right, let's get started. Our first piece tonight. Let me see, where did my jewelry bust go? Well, that disappeared too. It's been that kind of day. Actually, it's been that kind of week, kind of month. I don't know. Thank goodness it's December. Maybe we can start over. This is called Mismatched Magic in orange. So we have the herringbone chain at the bottom, and then we have the regular beaded chain in the middle with little orange barrel beads, and then sort of like a paperclip type chain. It is cold in Raleigh. Did you do SMPW this morning in Raleigh? I am dreading that. And then our earrings are these paperclip chain tassels too. Hello, Terry. This is the length of those 3 layers. So let me rearrange them here so that they're laying right, which is relative for me because, well, right is very relative. Here we go. So this is the length of the layers. Oh, you're visiting? Okay. So that's where I usually do SMPW. And yeah, it gets really chilly up there in the wintertime, especially right downtown because it's like a wind tunnel. All the wind comes through there. So I thought you were. I didn't think you lived here. Okay. So we have our herringbone chain down here just above that collar. This one is about halfway down that upper chest area. This one is just a little bit below those collarbones, which would be about here. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to take this whole thing and move it like this. So that is where your layers will be between the 3 layers. For anybody that didn't know, it is one and done night, so everything we only have one of. This is Mismatched Magic. It is in orange. And it is going to be, I found it, number 100. I think I still have all my numbers. That's kind of an amazing thing at this point, because usually I'm missing some. Next up we have Just Drop It in blue. There we go. So this is a navy blue moonstone. Yeah, it'll be chilly. So teardrop frame around the outside. You've got a little openness down there between the moonstone and the frame. Hi, Violet. Good to see you. This is the length. So about half above, half below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to the mid-chest. So right in the middle. It's a nice length for our tops and dresses usually. So this is Just Drop It in blue. And it is going to be number 101. I can't get my fingernails in between the little cards. Let's see. Number 102. We'll do another necklace and then we're going to go to earrings for a bit. Lunar Enchantment in blue. So this is the 3-layer one. Can't remember which one we showed last, but this is the blue version. Has a little bit of a UV look to it, so it's got a little bit of blue and green in there. Nice details on the crescent, and I call it the saddlebag piece because that's what it reminds me of, the shape of a saddlebag. So this is the length of all those pieces. So we have just a little bit, maybe half of the necklace, so our top piece and half of this one, and then our bottom piece falls underneath. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down here right to the middle of the bust. So we have Lunar Enchantment in blue. This is going to be number 102, and I did not mean for that to rhyme. I couldn't do it that well. If I meant for it to, it would never rhyme. All right, Buttercup Bliss in silver. These are forward-facing hoops. This is a post earring that they're hanging from. The post is right here up above the middle of that flower, so they're going to hang down on your ear just a little bit. These do hinge back and forth on that flower, so they're going to move a little bit. This is the length and size. I have a pair of these myself, and I love them. 102 to you, Jessica. Gotcha. Jessica R. I also have that in a UV pink that's like a fuchsia pink and a little bit of blue in there. The Lunar Enchantment necklace, but I have more than one of those, so it's not in the show tonight. These are number 103, Buttercup Bliss. Say that 3 times fast. 103. All right. Let's do another set of hoops. So these are actual post hoops. These are in brass. Little oval shaped, kind of look like links linked together, but this is all one piece. They're just made to look like that. But I think that's kind of cool anyway. It gives it like a scalloped look. This is the length and size of these hoops. So if I can move mine out of the way. So we have Impressive Innovation. Oh no, none of these are heavy. Our earrings aren't heavy. I think the heaviest ones are the Glitzy by Association, and even they're not super heavy. 104 for the brass hoops. Let's see, one more pair. 105. These are also a post earring. These are called Metro Safari. And these are in black, which is that off black. You want 104? Okay. Metro Safari in black. This kind of reminds me of like a peacock feather, upside down, right? Spread out, fanned out, I guess. Our post is right behind this, the top of this bar. So they're going to hang down like this. And they're not the jet black. You can see they're kind of the off black, a light black. These are called Metro Safari, and they are number 105 tonight. All right, let's do our survey questions because they're fun. Gotta have fun, right? Let's see. Let's see what we did last time. Let's try this one. 5 answers on this one. We are going to, let's go with number 4. Name something people deliver for a living. Something people deliver for a living. So it's their job. What are they delivering? Furniture, number 6. Pizza. Pizza was number 3. Absolutely. Amazon, yep, packages. Packages were number 5. Furniture. Furniture was number 6, which is beyond what I asked for, but that's okay. Mail, number 2. Meals. Meals were not on there. Like the Meals on Wheels. Yep, not on there. Babies. Yep, that was number 7. so further down the list than we go. But it was on there. Mail was number 2. Pizza was number 3. So we've got mail, pizza, and packages. 2 other things in our 5. Food, they were more specific than food. Cars, not cars, but that is true. Prescriptions, yes they do, but it's not on the list. I think that's too new for them. Groceries were actually not on there. Again, maybe a little bit of a newer thing than the list is. I don't know what year they made this list, so. We already guessed babies. We already guessed furniture. Chinese food, not Chinese food, and I am sad that we don't have any that deliver that around here. We have no Chinese delivery places. You know, like you go in the city and you can order Chinese delivered to your door. Not a thing here. And I'm very upset about that. Because I need my Chinese food. 2 other things people deliver for a living. Donuts, coffee? Nope, not those. Pizza was the food. That covered the food. Water, not water. But that is true. Like the Culligan guy. Wings, groceries, nope. These 2 things are mostly not edible. I don't recommend it. First one, definitely not. Yes, flowers. Flowers were number 4. Thank you. And what is number 1? And this is not so much anymore. So I'm thinking this is a little bit of an older list. Number 1. We still haven't gotten legal papers. Oh, you're getting close. Not legal papers. And hi, Polly. I meant to say hi to you a few minutes ago and I forgot. I saw your name come up. What else might they deliver that we don't do so much anymore? Maybe some older people. The paper. Yeah, newspapers. Number 1. My brother used to do that for a living when he first got out of school. And I used to help him when he was out of town. And let me tell you, cold mornings, we had to deliver the Sunday one early because, you know, it had to be there when people woke up. So the Sunday one had to come early. The rest of the week we could do it in the afternoon. It was very cold out there. You had to have the window rolled down in your car the whole time. So I am not sad that that job has kind of phased out. All right, let's look at some more pieces and then we'll come back and have another question. Maybe one that's not so hard. It's that kind of day. All right, this one, I wish I had my jewelry bust because it's hard to get this one to all lay flat on my hand. There we go. This is Textured Trailblazer in orange. So we have an orange and white marbled stone in the center. I don't know if you can see that marbling. And then in between we have these silver ovals with a scalloped and kind of a flowery design. Let's get that up there for Instagram too so that you can see those. This is the length of all those pieces. Let's see, let's find the middle. I don't know if we have a middle. That's close enough. There we go. This one is sitting about ½ an inch above that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit about here. So probably the whole piece will get down below that collar with that extension. So we have Textured Trailblazer. And this one is an orange with the white marbling. Kind of makes it a light orange, which is cool. Reminds me of orange sherbet. Now I want ice cream. This is number 106 tonight. 106. And it's cold here. I don't need ice cream. But it makes me want ice cream. It looks good. Number 107. And for anybody who wasn't here at the beginning, this is one and done night, so we only have one of everything. These are Mai Tai Tango in purple. So this little disc has a shell type finish on it. and it's in a kind of a medium purple with 2 circles around the outside. 27 and windy there, yuck. This is the length and size. So not a huge earring, but enough to be noticed. This is going to be number 107, Mai Tai Tango in purple. Number 108. So this is a little bit longer necklace. Let me hold it up here so that you can see the different beads and links in here. So we have the larger oval links. These are textured. They have like the diamond cut on them. And then we have pearly beads, and we have semi-transparent, semi-translucent, whatever. You can see light through them, but they're not super clear, not like window glass. This one's called Tea Party Tango. This is the length and size. This one you could double up, do it like this, and then adjust it however you want it to lay. Some of these longer necklaces I like to do that with because I will catch them on a drawer or something, on a handle, and rip them off my neck, which is both uncomfortable and unfortunate because I have just broken my necklace that way. So if you're like that, you can double this over and wear it as a 2-layer necklace. Otherwise, you've got a nice long necklace. Tea Party Tango in red is number 108. And we've got sweater weather coming up, so long necklaces are great with the sweaters. They go really nicely together. Most of the sweaters are bulky anyway. It's hard to wear something up here because the neckline is bulkier than like our regular shirts. Just realized mine fell in my shirt. They do that. All right, next necklace, Urban Culture in brass. So this is a double layer necklace. We have those larger brass links. They cool. They kind of remind me of the earrings earlier. And then each of these layers is held up with double chains. So we've got 4 chains here all together, and then 2 layers of the bottom chain. And the earrings also that chain. So if you didn't want to, you wouldn't have to upgrade these. This is the length of that necklace. Let's turn it over so you can see it. Just above the collar, let's see, maybe about 3/8 of an inch above the collar. I'm trying to turn them all the right way. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to here. So both your layers are going to be underneath this collar with that extension. This one is Urban Culture, and it is in brass. It is number 109. 109. I have to say that even though it's cold right now, I can do a lot more about being cold than I can about being hot, so I am not sad that summer's gone. Anybody else not sad that summer's gone? I hate being hot. And you know, there's only so many clothes you can take off before the neighbors call the cops. And it's only so good your air conditioning will do. If it gets too hot, it's just not going to work. So I much prefer winter to summer. I think it's a lot easier. Let me see if I can, I'm going to change this text size. There we go. You, Kim Evans, making your debut here on Facebook. Welcome to the show, Kim. You're not a summer person either. The other Kim isn't either. I prefer winter. Yeah. So much easier, right? You just put on extra clothes or start a fire. Hi, Sylvia. You're done with the cold blast, too. How cold is it out there? Sylvia's in Nebraska, so, you know, flat and kind of empty. I'm sure the wind whips across there very well, like it did when I was growing up in Wyoming. We always had wind. You'd stick with fall year-round. I wish we could get that. We never get very much fall or spring here. So, I'll take winter. All right, this is Terra Trailbreaker in gold. So this is a bar necklace, flat bar, kind of in a crescent shape, a little bit of a V shape at the bottom. You have some little chunky pieces and then the bars. But again, this is all one piece, so it is going to stay still. You prefer winter, but when the cold hurts everything. Yeah, everything, it does make everything hurt, right? You've been in the 20s too. Okay, so we've been in the 20s at night, but during the day it's like 40s, 50s. Today the wind was blowing, so it wasn't too fun, but the sunshine feels good. All right, this one sits about 1/4 inch above that collar with the 2-inch extension. It is going to sit down to here, so mostly below that collar. We have Terra Trailbreaker. I almost couldn't say that right. In gold. This is number 110. Number 110. Okay. So let us... You know what? I don't think YouTube is working. The chat. Let me just refresh that again too. See if that helps. Or there just may not be anybody on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with 4. 4 answers on this one. Let's see if anybody can get number 1. Sometimes the number 1s are hard. Name an animal that's easy to imitate when you're playing charades. An animal that would be easy to imitate when you're playing charades. Cat, number 3. Pig. Pig was not on there. I would think so too, but 4 was bird. Got that. Ooh, elephant fell a little bit further down on the list than what ours are. So did rabbit. Cow actually wasn't even on there. Monkey was number 1. There we go. And dog was number 2. The monkey. So easy, right? Horse didn't make the list either. I mean, I think most of those things are pretty easy to imitate, but apparently not easy enough. All right, let me move my stool up a little bit. It's trying to go back. We have Party Spree in black. These have wire-wrapped silver beads and then the faceted black beads. It looks like a double layer, but this is all actually one piece, so it's like 2 rows of chain. So if you crochet, you know what I mean. It's like a double crochet. And then all the beads hanging down below that. This is the length, and the silver wrapped beads, the wire wrapped beads are pretty cool. This is the length, so it's about 1/4 inch above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to here, so you're actually going to be below the collar. We have Party Spree in black. This is going to be number 111. 111 tonight. I do kind of wish we had fall back. The 60s were really nice. When we had the 60s, I'm looking up to the Instagram, when we had the 60s weather, so nice outside. Not so much now. A little chilly. All right, next longer one. This is Margarita Masquerades. So you can see that? We have 5 layers of chain. 4 of the regular type of chain, and 1 that is this almost like a paperclip chain. We have faceted olive green beads on here, so great for the fall. Gotta have our fall things. And then some textured hoops above and below those beads. Let's see. This one, length is down here by the dropped waist. So this is a dropped waist blouse. Her natural waist to be right about here. So this is going to go down into the lower belly area, you know, below your waistband of your pants. With the 2-inch extension, going to go even further down there. They do fit everybody differently, so it may be slightly shorter on you. If you'd like to shorten it, you can just fasten into one of these links with that lobster clasp that is on there. You can bring it up about this much and still have it be symmetrical. So that's going to put it more in belly button territory down there. Maybe a better length for you. Probably would be for me. This is Margarita Masquerades, and it is in green. It is number 112. I need Max's long arms in here holding these up. We're going to do a Max's Choice show coming up. I think it's going to be next weekend, but I'm not sure if it's Friday or Sunday. So Max is going to actually choose the jewelry for us. And I'm going to show what he chose. Sometimes it's nice to see what the men think of the jewelry too. So we will do that. I'm not going to make him get on camera, but he's going to pick the jewelry out. This is Fiercely Faceted in gold. There we go. So round earrings with a round cutout, and this has a beveled edge. You're going out tomorrow at 26 in the morning. Yeah. I'm going to take Daniel to the dentist. He's getting his, or oral surgeon. He's getting his wisdom teeth out. See the faceting along the edges, inside and outside. So this is the length and size. Has to be there by 11, so I'm not going to be able to do anything before that. Number 113 for Fiercely Faceted. Number 114. We have Moonstone again, but in green. So the green moonstone surrounded by white rhinestones. And then we have kind of this lacy flower around the outside in an antiqued silver. This is the length and size. Let me see if I can tip my head the right way. I always forget to level my head up. So just like that. So we have Floral Renaissance in green, number 114. And number 115, which is going to get us to the next question. This is kind of a medium length, so I'm going to call it that. This is called Vibrant Valley, and this is in pink. Although you can see there's some pink, there's some purple, there's a little bit of like a peachy pink over here, some silver in between. So this is hinged. These sides are hinged, so they're going to lay flat against your breastbone. I love it when they're hinged because then it can customize how it lays. This is the length. So we have the tail of this Y shape down here just above the bust, sitting right at the top. 112 for Rosie, okay? With a 2-inch extension, or the 2-inch extension that is on there, it is going to sit down here. So right across the bust. So we have Vibrant Valley in pink. This is going to be number 115. How did we get here already? That's going really, really fast. Let's see, 112 for Rosie. Let's make sure we get that down. All right, 4 answers for this one, and I'm laughing because it relates to a TV show we were watching earlier. Or movie. It was a movie. 4 answers for this one. Let's go with number 2. Name a kind of ball it might feel like a woman is pushing out when she's giving birth. The kind of ball it might feel like a woman's pushing out when she's giving birth. The biggest one there is, right? Bowling ball, number 2. Absolutely. If you weren't trying to get it through a straw, that would help. What other kind of ball might they relate it to? A beach ball, number 4. Basketball, number 1. Kickball was not on there. Basketball, beach ball. Let's see. We got basketball, beach ball, bowling ball. One other kind. Medicine ball. That one wasn't on there either. It probably was further down the list. Dodgeball. Not a dodgeball. Not soccer. You're on the right track. Volleyball. Disco ball. I'm not even going to touch that one. We'll just let that go. Disco ball. One more kind of ball. Sometimes we say their heads look like this. Inflatable ball, not inflatable ball. Yoga ball, not a yoga ball, but it can feel like it. That's right up there with that beach ball, right? We don't count age here, Kim. It doesn't count. A football, yeah. Sometimes they have that football head, you know, from being squooshed through. And then they have to reshape their heads. Football was number 3. Okay. We got all of them. Look at that. And then some. I think the only kind of ball you didn't guess was a softball, and that's because that is way too small. Anybody who's ever had a kid can tell you that. That is definitely not what it feels like. Let's see, I got that caught on there. This is Royal Rainstorm. So also a longer necklace. We have triple teardrops in shiny copper, layered on top of each other. Little white rhinestone accents. This is the length. You know I love my shiny copper. This one hangs down to about mid-abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here, which is getting closer to belly button territory. So somewhere down in there. So we have Royal Rainstorm in copper. This one is number 116. 116. We need to stay warm. I'm gonna need to have some hot chocolate or something tonight. Sentimental Shimmer in white. So by white we mean these little beads in here, and they're actually clear. They just call them white. So you could wear these with anything. That's the great part. Nice filigree framework here, and little hammered teardrops. I'm having trouble saying things tonight. Hammered teardrops on the bottom. So this is the length and size. So we have Sentimental Shimmer in white, number 117. And somehow I still have allergies. It is winter. Everything should be dead. It's not dead yet, but everything should be dead. Alright, another set of hoops. These are called Attractive Allure, and this is in orange because this teardrop right here in the middle. 117 to you, Jessica. Jessica K. Gotcha. This has that teardrop. It has a little bit of iridescence on all these stones. So we've got 2 that are orange. Just this first one up here and the one in the middle, that's teardrops. And then the others are the white with the iridescent. This is the length and size. Of course, you're going to want to wear them like this with the stones facing out so that they can be seen. So these are Attractive Allure, number 118. I just like the iridescence because you can wear them with anything. Makes it easy. Number 119. These are called Fan the Breeze in brown. And you can see it's more of a beige than a brown, but it's on that brown spectrum somewhere. Very, very light. These are like a crimped pattern. This is the length and size. So we have Fan the Breeze in brown. And if you're somewhere where you get hot, you can take them off and use them for a fan, right? Number 119. Should take them as a backup fan. I always have fans in my pocketbook. And it really irritates me. I know I'm at that age, but it really irritates me when I get hot because the heat has come on and somebody comes up to me and says, "Oh, you're having a hot flash?" No, I am not having a hot flash. My whole life is a hot flash. I'm just hot. So it was a little cool in when we went in today, and 5 minutes in, heat kicked on, and I can just feel my temperature rising. And had to take off my sweater, and then I had to start fanning, and everybody thinks I'm having a hot flash, and I'm not. I'm just hot. I don't know why that's so irritating to me, but I don't want you to blame it on hormones. It is not that. Everybody has their pet peeves, right? That's mine. Don't ask me if I'm having a hot flash. I'm not even sure I would know if I had one, because I'm always hot. All right, take a final bow in white. So these are white rhinestones. You run hot too, Terry? Good. Somebody who can relate. Always hot. But then when I get cold, I'm really cold and I can't warm up. So we have, let's see, oval, teardrop, and marquee. I was making sure there was one that's kind of round. White rhinestones. This is a longer necklace. This is the length. So sitting kind of from the middle abdomen down through belly button area with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit closer to this dropped waist on this top. I am not sure if you would be able to fasten in this chain or not. It's fairly small. You could perhaps put a safety pin through each side and just kind of pin it together like this, and then drop the rest of it down your back if you wanted to shorten it. So this is Take a Final Bow in white. This one is going to be number 120. And then, so my daughter Caitlin sitting next to me, and she is always cold. So I start fanning, and I don't know how, but it fans her too over to my side, on my right side. And she says, "Will you please stop fanning? I'm going to freeze to death." So after this, she's going to have to sit 2 chairs down from me. All right. All right, this one has 5 answers. I have to laugh at some of these answers, though. 5 answers. We're going to take, let's do number 4. Name something people lose on a roller coaster. Something that people lose on a roller coaster. What are we going to lose? Lunch. Yep, number 2. Absolutely. Your phone, that wasn't on there. Change. Yep, change should have been on there. Not on there. Teeth, glasses or sunglasses was number 4. Your keys, number 5. Money, just any money, was number 1. So it wasn't the specific as change. Let's see, there's one more thing. Their shoes? I hope not. That'd be kind of weird. Their hat? Yeah. I've seen guys wear ball caps and not think about it before, and then when the roller coaster tips them upside down, there goes the hat. So that was number 3. You got all of them. Purse or your wallet. Hopefully you don't take those. I try not to take anything on the rides with me, even if they're just regular rides, because I will absolutely lose them. Alright, next up we have Newport Princess in purple. So these are dewy beads. Has that moonstone look and like a lilac or an orchid color. Little white rhinestone accents along the bottom half of these. It's a little bit more of an orchid. It's got a little pink tinge to it. This is the length, so mostly going to be below the collar. Just a little tip of it's above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down here to just above the bust. So we have Newport Princess. And this one is in purple. It is going to be number 121. Yeah, that comes from being around a while, Violet. So I'm working on my 5th year with paparazzi, and so she says I have some pretty vintage pieces. Yes, I do. And in this business, vintage is like 3 years plus. So there are a few things, not a lot, but a few things that I do have from when I first started, or that I ordered in my first year, and so those are very vintage right now. But it also makes it harder for other people to have them and find them, so that gives me a little bit of an edge sometimes over the newer consultants, which is nice, because there's always more consultants. Alright, next up, post earrings. These are called Sunshiny Daisy in black, because they're little daisies. Black petals, white rhinestone in the center, and the post is right in the center as well. So they're going to sit up on your ear kind of like this. These are about the size of a dime. So we have Sunshiny Daisy, number 122. Let's see. These, because this is a hard color to find. This yellow orange, or orange yellow, whichever way it goes. These are called Beautifully Bubblicious in orange. So we have the orange beads, the little white accents. Those are white, like, I guess I call them opalescent beads. They just look cloudy to me. This is the length and the size. So we have Beautifully Bubblicious in orange, very yellowy orange, number 123. The company and I don't always agree on what color things are, so, you know, I just have to throw that out there. We have arguments about the colors. They put it down as one thing and I'm like, that is not that color. Alright, these are Palace Perfection. This is a very, very light purple. Teardrop in the center. You can see how the filigree makes a little heart on the bottom. We've got white rhinestone accents all in this frame. 123 for you, Jessica. Jessica K. Make sure I get on the right one. So these are like an antique silver, and they look like an antique picture frame, don't they? This is the length and size. So we have Palace Perfection in the very pale purple. Lots of P's in that sentence. 124. Lots and lots of P's. Oh, look, my Fitbit says I got enough steps this hour. I'm so glad that it counts the moving of my arm as steps. It's really nice of them. Jessica's been here before. Yeah. Not all the time, but she's been here before a couple times. Alright, Riverbed Bounty in blue. So these are natural stone. We have the blue, and then they have the Dalmatian stone, which is white with little black spots. You can see it a little bit better from the back on this one. So I'm going to show it to you there. Little trinkets hanging off the bottom. I call these spoon trinkets because that's what they remind me of, a flat wooden spoon, but in a fringe. This is the length and size. I have some of these myself because this is my favorite color of blue. Your Apple Watch counts steps when you fold clothes. Yes, mine will too. Riverbed Bounty in blue is number 125. Isn't it great when we get credit for doing our chores anyway? I figure that I probably can't get enough steps to make a difference, so I don't worry about it. Yeah, she's up here visiting in Raleigh, but she's from Savannah. So she's up in my neck of the woods this weekend, whatever it is. I keep forgetting it's a holiday weekend, and somebody said something about the traffic today, and I'm like, oh, yeah, actually. My daughter stopped in Buc-ee's in South Carolina yesterday. They were on their way back from a training event. She did fall protection yesterday, and they stopped at Buc-ee's, and she says, I don't understand why you guys like it. She had never been there before, and it was packed. There was a line for the bathroom, and if you have ever been to Buc-ee's, you know how unusual it is to have a line for the bathroom. They have like probably 50 stalls in there. 40 anyway. There's a lot. So every time I go in there, and that's one of the reasons I like it, they clean them after every use, and then there's enough stalls usually that you don't have to wait. I have never had to wait. But she said it was just packed inside there. She didn't even get anything to eat because she didn't want to try to get through people and then get to the cash register and wait again. So I'll have to take her back sometime when it's not busy. She picked the worst time. Worst time, except probably right after Christmas or New Year's, to be in there. Everybody's traveling this weekend, going back home. All right, this is Say You Quill. This is in white because it has white rhinestones in it. So we have a silver feather, which is where the quill part comes from. Almost looks like a quill pen with the white rhinestones set in it. This is the length. So sitting just above that collar with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit below it. That's going to get that whole piece below the collar. So this is Say You Quill in white, and it is number 126. And I think I went one too far. So, we'll have another question. Can't believe we're already there. It's going fast. All right, 4 answers on this one. Let's go with number 3. Name something that shakes. Something that shakes. Hi, Becky. You made it. Let me put you down. Name something that shakes. You? Yeah, a person, number 2. Your washing machine. They didn't put that one on here, but mine does too. Whenever it gets unbalanced in a spin cycle, you can hear it from a mile away. Yeah, they put a person or a dancer, Jessica, so that counts. The earth. Yes, and what do we call that? That was actually number 3. When the earth shakes. So we've got a person. We've got the earth. Terry would know all about that, right? Jello, number 1. Gotta have that Jello. What else shakes? The quake was, yep, the same as the earth. It was earth slash earthquake. Baby rattle. Yes, that was number 4. That was the last one. Wasn't sure if anybody was going to think of that one or not, but yep, baby rattle. I was just teasing Max about something about a rattle the other night, and I can't remember what it is. Huh, I'll have to think about it. An old car. Yes, they do. All right, let's do our last 5 pieces. We're down to the last 5. Another longer necklace. This is called Barcelona Bash, and it is in purple. Again, kind of that, I don't know, a lighter purple, dark lilac. Let's see, this is kind of a medium purple. So these are opaque beads. This one is the transparent. And then we have textured oval links and oblong links. This is the length. So, sitting right down here, that one keeps trying to turn around, just past mid-abdomen with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit here around the belly button. This does have these huge links on it, actually, so if you wanted to make this one shorter, it would be very easy to hook into one of these. So this is Barcelona Bash in purple, number 127. Number 128. 128 is Skillfully Stacked in green. So you can see we have the green and then the brown, like a butterscotch brown. These are on wire. Then we have little silver spacers in there in between the colors. So on a fishhook back. So this is the length and the size. We have Skillfully Stacked in green, number 128. Let's see if I find room on my board to put them up. Number 129, Love Goes Around. So these are silver hoops. Let me flip this one up so you can see just the one. Silver hoops with a heart inside. This is the length and size. It's not too different from the earrings that I have on. We have Love Goes Around in silver. These are number 129. And last but not least, we have number 130. Number 130. I had a different pair of earrings up here. There we go. Thought I lost them. These are hinged hoops. This is called Generating Glitter. So these fasten into themselves, into the back. These are oblong. Kind of looks like the links in the necklaces. Then we have white rhinestones all along the front. I like these ones that fasten into themselves because I don't have to worry about losing the earring back. I'm forever losing earring backs. So this is the length and size of those. So we have Generating Glitter in white. They are number 130. All right. So now I'll let you decide if you want any last things. Well, I put everybody's names in the wheels so that we can spin because we had plenty of people tonight. Anytime we have more than 10 people, we get to spin for a free piece. And that will be on your invoice for this week. My alarm is ringing again. It loves to do that when I'm here because it goes off at 8 o'clock. Let's see. Bear with me. You need some feather stuff, more feather stuff. I will have to look around. I have some more feather stuff. I can send you some pictures, Jessica. All right. Will do. I will message you. Shannon, you are the winner tonight. Let me circle your name so I make sure I get that on there. And I know you've got a couple pieces already in your pouch, so one of those is going to be free for you. We appreciate you stopping in and visiting with us tonight so that I'm not talking to myself. I look slightly less crazy, just slightly though. Let's see. Don't think I have anything coming in this week. We will see. I have to go back and look at my list, but I don't think so. And things are starting to run a little bit slower right now because of the holidays for my packages. So we get them by UPS. It's kind of hit and miss whether we get them on time or not. So I was already getting delays before the holidays ever came around. So I'm imagining that it's going to get worse from here. So we'll see how fast they're coming in and when the projected date is for them to come in. But we'll be back on Friday anyway. I've got plenty of stuff to show you, so it's not like we're gonna be short. We'll just dig through the board and find some great stuff on there. And so we'll see you back Friday night at 7. Hopefully you stay warm this week. Everybody have a great week and a good night. Bye.